Yeah, Dr. Yasser, now we are moving to our second part, education part. My first question is, were you a good student in your high school or at the university?
It depends on your definition of good student. What's a good student? You mean?
I'm talking about good grades, like.
Yeah. Good grades, yes. Yeah, but good grades does not mean that I'm staying at home studying 24/7. No, I mean I was also enjoying my life. I remember at that time my late mother would get mad at me because the night of the exams, or the night of, I mean the period of the exams, when I was young, when I was in high school, I was like playing around, hanging around, doing things, watching TV, and she would come and say, "Why don't you go and study?" And I would say, "Well, I've finished. If you want, I can bring you the books and you can ask me questions. I've finished. I mean, I can now enjoy my time." And well, at the beginning, she was not a believer of what I did, but once the results came out, year after year after year after year, she said, "You come and say, well, okay, you do whatever you want, as long as you are, you get good marks at the end of the year, then I don't care."
Your parents, I faced with the same problem. They never believed that I finished on time.
I think that's parents everywhere. I mean, it's of course out of their I mean, they want to get sure that we are in a good shape, that we are the best. And I mean, sometimes I do this with my children as well now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is an answer to your question. Was I a good student? Does this qualify as a good student? I don't know.
I think yeah. I do. I think it's yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I want to add this. I think that parents are getting a little bit perfectionist when it comes to their children. So
that's true. That's
yeah.
true.
My another question is, what did you learn in those first years of your university that you would like to pass along to the next generation?
What I've learned in my university years, and I think what I've learned also after the university years, is that you need to study what you like. It's not what others want. It's not what you think that could happen after your graduation. You need to know, and you need to study, and you need to learn. Sorry, yeah, this is the word that I'm searching for. You need to learn how to think, how to reason, how to do things the right way. And this is maybe the period in the life of a person where he should learn those concepts. I mean, I don't think it does really matter that I studied mining engineering or petroleum or computers or mechanical or whatever. I think what I have learned from the university is how to think and how to reason, how to be I mean, in Egypt, we have this slogan, how to be an engineer. I don't know in other parts of the world, is it the same or not, but it's how to reason, how to think. This is what you need to do. Now in Egypt, in my faculty, we put it on the account of engineers, because engineers, we think that engineers, they know how to think and how to reason. But I mean, I wouldn't be that racist against non-engineers, for example, because everybody has his ability to think, his ability to reason, his ability to deal with the world. And I think this is a very critical point in the life of a person. If you will use those 4 years or 5 years at university to know how to think and how to learn how to think and how to reason, that's the best that you can do.
Thank you so much for answering. And my another question is, what's the best advice that you have been given about teaching? and maybe you are using now in your teaching methods, your teaching methods?
The best advice that I've got about teaching is that you need to be, I mean, it was not an advice that was given in a verbal way. It was an advice that is given in a learning by doing way. I mean, I was treated like that. To be a friend with your colleagues, with your students. I was treated that way, and I learned it, and I did it with my colleagues now, with my students who are now many of them are colleagues, and I think I'm very happy about it. That we are, I mean, this relationship between a professor and a student, the very old way that a professor is a very high-ranked person, and a student is just nothing. I don't think this is the right way of doing things, of transferring knowledge as well.
I couldn't agree with you more. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on with teaching again. Taking into consideration your experience, what do you feel the most exciting and or effective learning environment would be?
Again, this is that was an eye-opening for me when I was an undergraduate student at third year engineering, the junior year in engineering, when one of the professors, who is still my professor, and he always says that I'm his colleague and so on, came into the classroom and said, the next lecture, or the next 3 lectures or 4 lectures, I will not give you anything. I'll give you this book. Every one of you will take part of it, and you study it at home, like 10, 15 pages, and then you come and we will discuss what is the knowledge that are in those 10, 15 pages. And that was, for me, the first time that I've heard about such thing. I mean, I'm speaking about back in 1989 or something. For me, that was something completely new, but I loved it. And it turned out that, for me at least, this is the best way that you can do things with your students. And I think now with the explosion of knowledge and resources that we have in the world, that everything is available everywhere, everything is available on the internet, everything is available through Google, through mobile phone, through iPads and computers and so on. A university professor or even a teacher, maybe at high school, should no longer be as it used to be, to stand in front of the students and just give them information and then leave. I think I mean, we are now in the process of reinventing or redefining this role of professors, and it should be based on discussions. It should be based on debates between people. I have knowledge and you have knowledge, and let's discuss this knowledge. Let's discuss and let's find solutions for it. And of course, I mean, what I'm saying now is not new. I mean, in the world of today, is not new. If you are interested in education and in how to educate others, you will find a lot of models, flipped classrooms, where the students are the ones who are giving all the knowledge, and the professor is only a coach or a facilitator. Discussions, debates. I mean, all of those concepts are now coming into the university world, and also into the undergraduate, even the high school world. And I think that this is, I mean, this is excellent. This is the best.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's very interesting. And also, would you mind to describe us some of your strengths and weaknesses when you were a student? As a student, your weaknesses and strengths.
Strengths were I think I was always able to focus, to understand rapidly. I'm a Speedy Gonzalez, you know, this character. So I mean, I can do things fast, quite fast. Weaknesses, when it comes to memorizing equations and laws and yeah, those are the things that I could hate. Yeah, I mean, those are the things that I don't like. Sometimes you have to do it, but not all the time.